I'm telling them that I can't breathe. Clearly he don't give a damn about my plea. His ancestors used to hang us on trees. Today they identify as road police. You see I'm black, for that I'm a threat to America. My rise is their fall and their fall is evident. Blood on your hands is heavier than an elephant. Open up America's closet and see skeletons.
Welcome to my channel. I'm Swinny, and this is Reunite Sandy Speaks. You guys, I gotta fix this. You know what? I made the camera because I want y'all to see my t-shirt of Mary Laveau. Anyway, again, welcome to my channel. And welcome back. This is Reunite Sandy Speaks, and this edition is going to be called The Saga Continues to Americas. So as a reminder, I always feel like I need to preface this by saying this Reunite Sandy Speaks is documenting the inequalities in America to demonstrate that Black people are not equal and free, that America has broken their promise to Black people under the 14th Amendment. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to document cases where Black people were treated unfairly or unequal or inhumane. And you know, I'm noticing that these cases deal with a lot of Black men. So it's my belief that there is a conscious, unconscious effort to beat down Black men psychologically. Okay, because some of the things that I'm going to show you today, I believe that the victims are being victimized, but I think equally as bad is that we have to witness this on social media daily. I think I've got a couple of things. Actually, I have a few things, but I'm not going to put them all in one video because I tend to talk too much and my videos are too long. So I'm going to kind of limit some today. And then it's always my intentions to come back again. And as I've told you, that I'm suffering from anxiety and depression. And this is the face of depression. This is the face of anxiety. So I don't know what you expect it to look like, but I am severely depressed and suffering from debilitating anxiety. So the reason why I'm saying that is my intention to be consistent and regular about my videos, but sometimes it's very hard for me. You know, let me just not go into that too deeply, but I think you get the point. Anyway, today what we're going to talk about, I guess so I'm thinking, should I just get into the video or should I say some things in advance? Because I said the thing about, it's my belief that there's an unconscious effort to beat down, I'm so sorry about the noise, you guys, to beat down Black people, and specifically Black men. Men are the leaders of your community. And women, please don't take that. You feminists, I'm not trying to say anything. I just think that as men and women, we have our positions and our roles, and that might go against some people's opinion or ideology, and if so, that's okay. You know, we can not have the same opinions, but still have the concerted effort to liberate Black people. So based on what I'm seeing, it really looks like there's an effort to beat them down and make them feel hopeless. And so, ladies, men are strong, okay? They're masculine. I'm a girl's girl. I'm a girl, okay? And men are different from us. I don't have penis in me, and I don't want to be a man. I like men, but I don't have penis in me. Y'all could be the man. And with that said, men are masculine, and I think they're less emotional biologically than women. So therefore, they are stronger at certain things and more effective and efficient at certain things. In the dynamics of the community with male versus female, you know, what I'm observing is just how the brain works, even my own self, is that it starts to like not want to engage. that the pain and the suffering is so intense, the mind doesn't want to engage, or it feels like they can't see any end based on the continuous oppression and abuse. Eventually, some might just concede or submit. And if that's the case, ladies, please don't look at a man, derogatorily if he is having some struggles. This is an ongoing thing, and we have to really be sympathetic to them and supportive of them. We ourselves are experiencing shit too. We're women, so we're not gonna go into that dynamic. Okay, we got emotions, feelings, hormones, periods, and all that. We're not gonna go into that. Then I'll be talking all day. But anyway, this episode is the saga continues to Americas. So I'm going to put the first video in and then we're going to talk about it. Okay, you guys?
A kid bringing out his trash to be dumped and he's getting harassed by the police.
He was taking out his trash, yo.
His dad's coming out to see why they have put his son in handcuffs.
Yo, they put him in handcuffs. He was just coming to dump. Yo, that was the wrong shit, yo. But what the kid do, though?
Psychologically, man. No, but you mess with my kid psychologically. That's what I'm saying. This is a perfect kid. Why you put him in handcuffs? Why do you put him in handcuffs? Why a black kid have to go through trauma like this at all time? You always use that as an excuse, man. It doesn't matter. Once you're black, you match any description. Bottom line.
He fit the description. That's some bullshit.
You're gonna get to the perfect description of a black kid having on a green short. Right? That's a 12-year-old. And
It ain't even him.
son to bring the garbage down, and this is the bullshit he's going through.
I seen it.
Bullshit he's going
I
through.
seen
You know
it.
what I'm saying? I'm just washing up my dishes. I said, son, can you take the garbage down?
That's what he did.
You get what I'm saying? And that's a trauma. They traumatized my son. You know?
That's some wrong shit, though. That's wrong shit, yo.
I'm talking about shot.
For real.
Green short. Right? I'm very protective of my son. I'll die for my fucking
Got the
son.
K9 and shit.
Some bucklads don't come from me, them kind of fuckery. Man,
All these cops for a teenage kid. that
Yo,
only
the
meets
wrong
description.
person, yo.
my son come down to enter the garbage. And that's what he's going through. This is the bullshit he's going through.
That's some bullshit. He right, though. He got a right to speak.
And he has on a green short, but white, whatever. That's what he's going through his life. I mean, I get
Wrong description and shit.
They done arrested him, brought the canine down here. Now they've arrested the young boy, but then traumatized him. All these cops put him in a cop car.
Now they about to tell lies. They was wrong for that shit, man. They was wrong for that shit. The boy dramatized, boy. That boy fucked up. Bro, look at that motherfucker. He crying and shit. What? What? You said what? They can't do nothing to me.
Okay, so let me talk about this. You know, I just found a post on the Lansing State Journal. This happened in Lansing, Michigan. And I want to talk about, but let me read this small piece of this post. On Thursday afternoon, our officer was investigating a string of Kia thefts, including a specific one reported on the 3600 block of West Jolie Road, with multiple suspects. The first post on Facebook said a witness described a suspect as wearing neon shorts and a white shirt. A responding officer saw a subject matching that description and attempted to make contact, but the subject fled and ran west into the nearby apartment complex. Okay, so I want to say this before I get into it. On here it says that on a Facebook post that the police department posted, I think both the kid, this kid was 12 years old, okay? He was 12. The kid and the suspect. And the kid was wearing a gray shirt. And when they posted it, they tried to make his shirt look white. And so they lie. And they're deceptive. And I want to say, I understand mistakes. I understand that you're a police officer, you're in the line of duty, and you're trying to be a civil servant and keep the community safe. I want you to understand that I understand that about police officers, and I understand that their job is very complicated and difficult. But here's the thing. He fits the description. Remember, you guys, what my long-term goal is to get an update to the 14th Amendment and have Black people, Black American, have protection, because it is obvious that there's a prevailing force that makes us feel, that thinks that we are less than and inferior, and they discriminate against us. So one of my goals is to have specific text, verbiage to the 14th Amendment, because like things like, he looks suspicious, he fit the description, because historically, in the pattern and trend, this is what the excuse is. And so, is this actually happening? What is the probability that they just fit the description, or they're just suspicious? And what is the probability that that is the case, or these young Black men are being profiled, or Black people are just being profiled because they're Black people? So please be patient with me, okay? Because I'm going to do more videos, and it's specific things that I want you to understand. This is Reunite Sandy Speaks. I also have Critical Thinking with the 20th Key. I have another, I'm so sorry about the noise. I have another series called Critical Thinking with the 20th Key, because we have to start thinking critically. And thinking critically is removing ourselves from the emotional aspect and not being, trying to not be biased and try to look at it objectively, okay? And that's to everyone. This is to liberate Black people, but America, I need you to pay attention. I need you to help me and follow along, okay? We're Black Americans. And one of the biggest things that's going on in this country is going to hell in a handbasket. Not just the violation of Black people, but just corruption in general. And I really want to liberate Black people, create some real equality, but also we need to make America great. This goes on, it's embarrassing America. I'm not getting on my tangent. But what I want to say, I want to talk about this objectively and how to move forward. A police officer is trained. He has a job. I understand it. And I understand, I don't know the level of education that they need. and I might be wrong, but based on what we're seeing, either they just don't care about black people, they have an issue that they're abusing their authority, or they just aren't emotionally inept. Okay, emotionally inept and good at making decisions. And I'm saying all this because I'm going somewhere with this, so please bear with me. He fit the description. So what is appropriate when it comes to American citizens? This is a black citizen. This is any citizen. If you are pursuing a suspect and you come upon one who maybe fits the description, what is more important? Is it more important that you capture the assailant or the alleged criminal, or is it you value and secure the emotional well-being of American citizens? I'm talking about this black child, but America, for me, this is America. I'm here because we're not equal, okay? So I'm saying, we're not seeing this with non-black people. But if you are pursuing someone intelligently, you have to realize, if you don't know, you are innocent to proven guilty. That's why so many people come to America, not just the capital society and the ability to make money, because we're supposed to be fair and equitable. That's what we're supposed to be. And we've moved way away from that. So follow along with me, you guys, because this is my case for what we're seeing. Because what they're going to say is that these phrases, he looks suspicious. In the case of Elijah McClain, which is near and dear to my heart, he looks suspicious. He fit the description. So what we have to establish in law enforcement, what is the proper, when we pursue an assailant or alleged criminal, when we come upon them, based on the situation and based on the severity of the crime, this is someone stealing cars that are insured and can't be replaced. Is it more important that we capture this car thief, than the mental well-being of any American citizen, specifically a 12-year-old young black child? And the thing that always upsets me, family, please subscribe. Family, please follow along, because I need your help. Because we are going to establish what's actually going on. And I say that moving forward, what I'm trying to say, if you're a police officer, you're a police officer. So you've been trained about human nature and how to, investigate and detect deceit in behavior. That was a well-behaved 12-year-old young man. His father said, "That's a perfect child." My heart fell in my stomach because it was obvious. That was a young man who was, you see his father? And my heart hurt because I saw his father trying to restrain himself as a black man, seeing his 12-year-old son. Let's keep in mind, he was putting out the trash. And as a parent, you're going to think, "Damn, I wish I didn't ask him to take out the trash." As a parent, that's what we think. It wasn't the father's fault. But as parents, when things happen to our kids that we may have influenced, we think, "Oh, why did I tell him to take out the trash?" This is not only going to hurt this 12-year-old young man, his father, a good black man, clearly, who raised a productive, good kid. When he said, "That's a perfect little young man," y'all, I wanted to cry because I know he was telling the truth. And that comes because I'm a parent, okay? And I have a really good son like that too, okay? And as a parent, okay, our ego For us, the kid, our children, that's part of us. And I'm one of these parents that I'm too much attached. My self-worth is probably more attached to my children, who they are, and how productive and successful and outstanding they are. My ego's attached to that as if it's me. I'm one of those parents, okay? And when he said that, he said, that's a perfect kid. He wasn't just talking about his kid. He was saying, I raised the perfect young man. He's respectful. He don't talk back. That's a good kid who I asked to take out the trash. 12-year-old boy, he said, take out the trash. He looks out the window, and the kid's in handcuffs. You guys, please comment. I need you to subscribe. If you've been here before, you know I want more participation. I get a little bit. I can't even blame you guys for the if I'm not getting the participation as I want because I'm not consistent. If you haven't heard from me, leave a message. Find me on Twitter. Say where you at. What's up? I need encouragement. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is complicated for me, and emotionally. And just really being able to sit out here and talk about this, it's hard. I'm a fashion girl, and I like sitting down here talking about my favorite shoe when I'm obsessing over in terms of fashion for fall. This is very different. My mind, when you guys see me hesitate and I get stuck, that is called fight, flight, or freeze. My brain do not want to talk about this. My brain's like, stop. Let's not talk about this. And this is one of the ways that they keep us in bondage, because just like when we were slaves and they whipped us, we were whipped into submission. We were whipped to discourage us from fighting back. That's why we got to come together, family. We have to be a unit. And to non-black people, you want to be part of this. You could be part of this. I'm not a racist. You know my story. I'm not a racist. I love everyone. I'm a good person. But I'm a black woman and I love black people. I love black people like I love air. I love black people like they're my children, like they're my sister, like they're my mother and my father, because I see what's happening to us. We have been suffering since they brought us here, and we don't deserve this. To white people, I know you have had some white people, you've had bad luck. I'm talking to an attorney, well, he's not an attorney, but he's a legal specialist, and he has been fucked up by the state of California, Los Angeles family court system like me. And he's a white man. He said, they did this to me. I say, they get mad. This happened to us. Yes, white man, we know this country is corrupt. Yes, white man. Here's the thing. They'll do it to you, but they're quicker to do it to us. And they're better at covering it up because we don't have the same resources that you do. And I'm a conservative. I'm a conservative, and I'm not of the mind that I can't compete, that I need this leg up in America as far as pursuing my dreams and living my life. But what I recognize is that I need civil rights protection in this country. And because I know that I need it, my fellow Black Americans need it as well. And I hesitate to say this because I'm really involved with a lot of social justice activists, and they're Black people. And to America, they're angry, and they're mad, and they're hurt. Sometimes I listen to them and my heart breaks because I know that they're angry and they're mad. This little boy was putting out the trash, and he ended up in handcuffs. And his father comes out and witnesses. America, this isn't okay. And it's high time that we correct this wrong. This is my agenda, but I also want to shine a spotlight on corruption in general. I want to make America great. America, I've traveled and things. I'm really kind of like arrogant about being a black woman and an American. And I don't want us. I want us to be great. I don't want other countries looking at us like we're less than, that we're inferior, that we're not civil, that we're barbaric, savage, greedy people who go and take things from people and corrupt. As a black American, I don't want to be seen that way. So yeah, I've been on my tangent right now. Let me see what else I'm going to say, because I got more to put in. My poor son's in his car waiting for me to finish this video. I got a good black kid just like him. My son's been working all day. He's sitting in the car waiting for me to make my videos because I struggle with getting out of bed and I struggle with getting myself together every day. So he's patient with me. When he said that's the perfect child, I knew that's just like my kid. So what else we want to talk about this before I move on? You know what? I'm going to post this video. The post down in the chat. I'm going to post the article about this incident from the Lansing Journal. I want you to see. I think he has an attorney. I think his name is Tashawn Bernard, and his father's name is Michael Bernard. I hope I'm saying it right. I'm going to post it here, and you read his father said he shouldn't have been treated this way. So, guys, I apologize for sometimes going on this tangent, but what I want to hit home is that as Americans, as a society, we need to put the proper things in place where our people are not harmed. Do you recognize that little boy is never gone? That little boy is a good 12-year-old child who's a good kid, who's a probability before this he would have never had any issues with the law. But he ended up getting handcuffs on him and being put back in the back of a police car. And some people may have been arrested or they don't think it's important. But people who strive for excellence, they take pride in themselves. Black, white, men, women, whatever. I've never been arrested. I've never been in jail. I've never been handcuffed. I've never been in the back of a car of a police car. Some people might think, oh, it's no big deal. But when he said that's a perfect child, that means that child is conscientious of how his behavior. He's not out here running amok and not being disrespectful to people. He is conscientious of who he is and how he shows up. You saw the way he carried himself. And that's my hat's off to him. You see that kid? The way he moved him, the way they treated him, he was not resistant in the least. He was not resistant in the least, knowing that he didn't do anything. Family, you need to understand that our fate is linked. And I need all you guys to strive to be a strong link. That young man and his father is a strong link to Black America. So I'm going to stop there. I'm going to see. I've got another one. Let me find my other one. Let me stop for a minute. Let me see what else I got here. We're going to put it in here. I know this is way long because I talk too much.
Check in at 3 o'clock, that's fine.
But why do you don't feel comfortable with us checking in?
Just something about the vibe I got when you came in.
Because we're black?
Vibe? What vibe? That's what it feels like.
We got money, we're paying, we're trying to do the right thing. All right, she got card. But she got card.
I think I'd be more comfortable with you staying in a different hotel.
Why?
Because again, she's vaping in the other...
You told her she
you
can't
told me
vape,
not,
and that was
and I
one
didn't.
time, and she said, okay, sorry, I didn't know.
Okay.
You asked for her ID, I went and got my ID.
Again, I'm more comfortable with you staying somewhere else.
What's the problem? We
You're not
didn't do
giving us a
nothing.
legit
It's not a
problem.
legit issue.
Just the issue, like just from when I walked up, there was an issue.
What did we do?
What was the issue?
Again, you're welcome to stay somewhere else. I do not feel comfortable with you. Obviously, videotaping me, that's your choice. It has nothing to do with other than the behavior when you walked in the front door.
What behavior?
Again,
It wasn't no
step
behavior.
out.
It wasn't no behavior. We didn't even do nothing. We just came in here. Y'all was out there. We waited for you to come in.
Yes, exactly.
You told us
All
no
we did was sit
vaping,
here.
and that was it. You said
We're
I
like
did. I
literally
said I'm.
staying at the home suite, and we're going down because of the prices. That's it.
Again, you're welcome to pick a different location. This is not going to be the
Well, where's the management?
I'm the manager.
You the manager?
And
So
you're
is it
hard.
somebody higher you?
No, I'm the top manager here on the property.
Well, this a lawsuit.
That's not
Yeah,
cool.
this a lawsuit. This discrimination.
You have
And I got it
no
on camera.
reason
And you
to-
talking about cause the vibe. Cause the vibe. What
What
vibe?
vibe?
Cause we're black?
Well, we just got
Because
out of fucking bed and
we
trying
just
to-
woke up? Like what's going on? That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. We didn't do nothing wrong. We ain't got
No.
kids. We're not no little kids. We're grown-ups.
Yet you're standing here yelling at me.
Yeah, because you're refusing service to somebody for no reason. I've been going through this my whole life. Of course I'm frustrated. I live in Philly. Like, of course I'm frustrated. This is discrimination. I go through this all the time.
Yes.
So of course I'm angry.
Different location.
Yeah, man, we calling the cops. Call the cops. Now we about to make an issue.
I'm asking you.
Okay, that was just real crazy. I didn't watch it again, but I know what happened. So America and black people sound like they had stayed somewhere else. And if y'all don't know, I live in hotels. If y'all follow me, y'all see me on different hotels. I live in hotels because California stole my $1 million home. So I picked up where they were staying in a hotel. It was more expensive than what they could afford. So they checked out probably early. Check out's about 11, so they're probably tired, didn't sleep well, or they said they just woke up and they came in the hotel. Okay? What I'm getting at is that I want you to try to relate to what's happening. And to the non-black people, let me say this to you first. When I'm in spaces with black people, oftentimes we all want to be heard. And I ask them, family, please make an effort to listen to the person and what they're saying. Please don't make your knee-jerk is to defend what you think is happening or not really try to understand. I'm asking you to try to understand what we're seeing. Black people and non-black people. I'm asking you to be humane and realize this is happening to our community, to our country. Okay? That woman refused some service on a feeling, on a vibe. Now, you can have a feeling or a vibe. I'm very intuitive. As you can see, I'm a Cancer. So I'm very intuitive. I could be in a room with someone and know what they're thinking and feeling. Really. I have that. I'm gifted that way. So I believe that was a racist effort. It was racism. Okay? But I believe it was racism. But even if she did have that vibe, here's the issue. If that was a white couple, a blonde woman, and a brunette, kin-looking man, and they came in talking shit, being rowdy. May have been a man who'd been drinking, came in there hungover. Is it probable she would have denied them service? America, I'm just asking you to be honest. This has been going on with black people too long. If you're tired of hearing about it, let's nip this shit in the bud and make it stop. So we can go on, be Americans, contribute to society. And I don't know if I've said this before, y'all. I really don't want to make this long, but I just think I want you to get a feeling of who I am and what our journey is going to be. I like everybody. If you know me personally, I'm friends with everybody, okay? I am a fucking social butterfly. So I have interest in Asian culture. I have interest in Irish American culture. I like Irish people stuff, okay? I like to learn. Like about history, I like to learn. So I know a Black American culture. I know who we are. So I'm inquisitive and I like to learn about other people. Where am I going with this? The point that I was trying to make is that I'm not an angry black woman who hates white people. I just know as a black person in America, and I've been around non-black people most of my life, I know that doesn't happen. That someone out of the blue says, I cannot give you service just because I feel like something's wrong. You're going to do something wrong. And to non-black Americans, I'm sure you've experienced injustice and discrimination probably one time in your life, for if you're fat, if you are not in the right social group, or you don't wear the right clothes. I understand that you know what it is to be made to feel like an outsider. But what I want you to understand, that we're human beings. And it's this whole thing about not being emotional, which is fucking crazy to me. We're human beings. Emotions is a part of who we are. So you just think about these people, the video, they probably came, they might have been up all night, they was tired, they just want to get a room and go to sleep. They said they stood there and waited for her to come to the desk. Then she come to the desk talking to them crazy. I'm not going to stay long on this one. The point that I'm making is, if that was non-black people, is it probable a hotel clerk is going to say, hotel manager is going to say, I don't feel right about you. What you're doing, I don't feel right about. It's something about you that don't feel right. No, you can't do that in America. You can't. I think you can use free service, but if it appears that someone's being discriminated against, like you might refuse service because they come in stumbling and drunk. Like, oh, I don't want any drunk people in here. We have to deal with drunk people or whatever. Even that's kind of a stretch. I got many more, so I ain't gonna stay too long. Family, please subscribe to my video. Please hit the bell. In the case of the Lansing, Michigan officers, and you guys, I haven't done this because I don't know how. I probably need to try harder. Can somebody come and help me? Because I want to know the names of the officers. Because remember, I'm supposed to be creating a list. And the list are going to be people, officers, companies, specific individuals who have a history of anti-black behavior. So how many times have I asked you to subscribe? Can somebody leave a message and say they want to help me? You guys will tell you the truth. I am codependent. I shouldn't say that, but I'm a cancer, so you might know that about cancers. Most cancers won't tell you out loud, but I'm involved in cancer, so I'll tell the truth. I need help. I need help to be more productive and more effective. But also having someone help me inspires me. It makes me do things. I'll be better at it. So if you're interested in helping me do this thing I'm doing, leave a message. Message me, email me. Okay, let's put the next one in, you guys. Thank you. If you're still here, thank you.
We walked into this Walgreens right here. I don't know the address, but we walked into this Walgreens, and me and my cousin were gonna come in and just get some kind of snack or whatever. And then this lady to the side, she said, if you guys don't leave, I'm calling the cops. And then Tavion was like, wait, who, us? And she said, yes, you guys.
So where is the lady at?
So come on. She is, I think, in the back where that FedEx is. Where the FedEx sign is.
Excuse me, is your manager here?
Yeah, she's in the back. She's right there.
Excuse me.
Yeah, her.
Are you the manager? Okay, so what's the problem? My grandson came in here to purchase something, and what did you say to him?
I said he can come and purchase it right here with me, or he can leave, because I've had a bunch of kids come in and steal. I wasn't assuming it was them. I just told them, you can grab your stuff and come purchase it here, or I can call the cops and you can leave.
Wait a minute, let me tell you something. No, that's not it. They have every right to come into the store and purchase what they want without being harassed by you. Okay, why would you tell them bring their stuff up here right now and purchase it or leave, or you're going to call the cops. Why would you call the cops on children when they haven't done anything to you? They have every right. If they were white kids, you wouldn't do it. They have every right to come into the store and walk around and purchase what they want without harassment from you.
Okay, ma'am. No problem.
You need to apologize to them.
I apologize to you guys. I'm sorry for...
Give me the number for your corporate office because I will be reporting you.
Okay. I don't know the number. You can search it up on logins.com. I'm sorry about that.
Give me the number to your manager.
Okay. I'll go find...
I don't know who you think you are. They have every right to come into the store without you following them around or telling them anything. He said he just walked into the store and you walked up to them and said, leave the store or I'm going to call the police.
I didn't walk up to him. I was behind the
No, she didn't walk. She was right there, but I didn't even grab anything.
Yeah, no, that's why I was just letting you guys know. You can grab your stuff and come over.
But why? Did they say anything to you? Did you see them do anything?
No, ma'am.
So then why are you bothering them?
I'm trying to fix the situation.
There is no situation. You just said it yourself. There was no situation. You created the situation by addressing them, and they didn't do anything to you. When you see kids come in the store, black kids, you don't just go tell them, get your stuff or I'm calling the cops. You have no right to call the cops on them. They did nothing wrong. They have every right. They're American citizens. They have every right to come into the store when they get ready and purchase what they want without harassment from you.
Okay.
Now give me your manager's number.
All right. I'll go get it.
I will be reporting you. You don't need to be a manager. Know who you think you are.
Let me go get the number for you.
Yeah, do that. Next time, follow white kids around. Leave these alone. Hell, you think you are?
Come in here bothering me for what?
I'm not watching a video, and that is like normally because I'm so forgetful. I'll watch it before I talk about it. You know what? All of these I picked up in the past day. I think in the past 24 hours. This is the kind of SHIT that's going on in this country. So, America, the family knows. America, my position is there is a force in this country, a very strong force, a cultural norm to discriminate us and not treat us fair and equal. She said, get in here and get what you want and get out. And so let me say this to you, because I will be the devil's advocate. I'm a critical thinker. I am not of the mind, oh, I'm black, so you're trying to come get me, okay? She said his kids been stealing stuff. The kids come in and steal stuff. And it's a black kid. It was two black kids. And I'm not trying to make an excuse for her or whatever, but I grew up in New York City, and I know like we used to have candy stores. You have the candy store, or like the store, the candy store, a liquor store actually. When I grew up in New York, and after school we would all go into the candy store and buy candy. I won't tell you how much candy costs because it's a lot different than it was today. What y'all paid $2 for, we paid like a quarter. I'm aging myself. I remember it was actually 10, 15 cents. It went up to a quarter. I ain't gonna tell you what year it was. And I have understood that a lot of kids have come in, and because the merchant was experiencing some loss, that the merchant took specific efforts. Like say only 3 kids at a time, or 1 kid at a time. But that's not what happened here. As soon as they walked in, she said, get your stuff and get out, or I'm gonna call the cops. America. Leave a comment. I want to know what you think. I don't want to argue and fight, but I'm thinking to myself, is there a human being, probably someone in this country, because some crazy shit goes on nowadays, can support and defend that? She said, come in, get what you want, or I'm going to call the cops. What was she thinking? This is the thing that kills me. Is that this is what I'm talking about, this force, this culture in America, that it's okay to talk to black people and treat black people like this. These kids are going into I think Walgreens or a drugstore to get candy or stuff. I mean, you people are regular people. You know what it is to be a teenager, a child, when you maybe the local, I'm in Los Angeles, the local CVS or whatever, you getting out of school and you might want to go and get some candy or whatever, something, you know. I'm older, but I remember, these are the memories, these are the things that stick with me growing up, how we would go to the corner store and get some chips. And my mother gave us a quarter every day, and we were all after school. Everybody would go and get pizza or something. This is what's happening. Do you know how jarring it is that you go into a store and you're under 20, 16, 14, and a manager in a store says, get what you want, I'm going to call the cops? What a curse. What kind of crazy shit is that? Family, I'm here for us. Please subscribe. Please come help me. Tonight, you know what? I was on Twitter earlier and someone was saying call out white supremacists and da 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 da. And I'm like, look, stop looking for us to save them to save us, because they ain't gonna save us. We have our own goals and objectives, and we need to take care of this. But also, I also recognize I'm an American citizen, and I know there's American citizens who are non-black. They're sympathetic and they see that, and they're actually disgusted by it. You can see in the comments on here, it's non-black people. They're disgusted by it. The human beings who were raised with ethics and morals, and they have a conscience, and they are embarrassed. There are white people who do not want to be associated with this shit. They might even have some like low-key little attitudes about black women, black men, or whatever, because we're different. And you know, you have little biases. But they don't want to be associated with this craziness that's going on. This is what I know. But it is my belief that it continues because it is part of the American culture. And this is why we need protection. This is why we need an update to the 14th Amendment that was enacted for the newly what is it? I'm gonna say freed slaves. I don't have a connection with being enslaved. And if you don't like me saying that, I know that we are. I'm here for us. And some of y'all say that shit happened, forget about it. It happened a long time ago. And up until I became a victim by the state of California, that was my mindset. This is a bad thing that happened, but I'm going to move forward. I have a black woman in this country, so I've experienced racism. I've experienced people saying things to me inappropriate my entire life. That's what it is to be black in America. Just yesterday, I was in a store and this crazy white man was sitting there talking about Sugar Ray. Guess he was an old boxer. He was talking about one of the boxers. I think it says Sugar Ray Mosley. He was talking about him. He was sitting there rambling in the store. And then he looked at me. He said, "You grew up." He said, "I didn't grow up ghetto. You grew up ghetto." He said some other stuff that was racist. Maybe an hour before that, I was talking to this lady in the grocery store. What were we talking about? Y'all be eating. Y'all like, I'm not married, but that's the only thing I miss about being married is cooking for my man. I like to cook. I'm like Martha Stewart type of person. And what were we talking about? We were talking about cheese. Oh, she was telling me about vegetables. This was this white woman who's like me. She want to talk. And then out of the blue, she asked me if my family had diabetes or high blood pressure. And I was very friendly with her. When she said that to me, I looked her up and down and I walked the fuck away. No, black people, if you think that I was being sensitive, possibly. But really, did you say that to me? I think she wanted to refer me to, she wanted to recommend some kind of tea. Maybe I was being defensive because she was talking about, it was like a crazy white woman, like crazy like me, just want to ramble her mouth, I just want to talk. And she was saying how she had problems digesting vegetables. And you know what? Now I feel bad. She was asking me that to recommend something to me. But because these things go on all the time, when you see me and you see a black person, which is not bad. I'm a black person. And you go ahead and acknowledge I'm black. You guys, now I'm feeling bad that I behaved that way. I wasn't mean. I just looked, I said, look, I know you're going, and I walked away. Asked me if I had high blood pressure or diabetes. And why I'm sensitive to that is my son had COVID really bad the first strand. He went to an Asian doctor, and the doctor said that he think he had diabetes. Y'all witnessed my son grown. My son takes care of me. I got video. I witnessed medical center and showed my ass. My son was 10. My son is like 6'3", 6'4". He had probably lost like 40 pounds. He had been in bed with a fever for over 6 weeks. He was lethargic, couldn't even stand. And this doctor talking about you got diabetes. And it's a COVID. This was like August, September of 2020. It is this deathly pandemic going on. And this Asian doctor tells my son, said, oh, maybe you need to get checked for diabetes. He got a fever for weeks. Y'all, I showed my whole ass in that place. And so the point that I'm making, so however you might experience or take me, I wasn't mean to the lady. Because we were talking. I'm one of those talkers. I'm one of those people that you don't want to sit next to on the airplane, okay? I guess you might have probably already figured that out about me. But, yeah. So what I'm saying, what I'm talking about, is how we're perceived in this country. And how we are regularly offended and have these microaggressions. So, is there anything else I want to say? Should we, you guys always say I'm going to do a follow-up video and I take weeks to come back. That's why I need help. If somebody to come help me and participate with me in this, you can keep me on task and keep each other on task. The reason why I'm saying that, because I want to find out what Walgreens that is. I want to do a follow-up to who the employee is and if she's still employed. Okay? Let's see what's next. I know it's long. Don't leave me. Stay with me.
I just wanted to get to a sir, I wanted to get... No, sir. Sir, what is you doing?
Don't put it in drive.
Sir, what are you doing? Sir, what are you doing? Why are you in my car? Why are you in my car? Why are you in my car? What did I get blurred for? Because I didn't do nothing, bro. I didn't do anything, did I? No. Hands up. I'm not. Give me your hands. Give me your hands. Give me your hands. Give me your hands. You're gonna get pepper spray. You're gonna get pepper spray. He's reaching to turn the car. Mom. Stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. My hand on your chin.
Reggie, you see? Is there anything?
You're hurting me, sir. You're hurting me.
My hands on your chin.
Oh, Manchester.
You're attempting to turn on the vehicle.
No, I'm not. Stop playing. Stop playing. No, I am not.
Josh, grab my flashlight. Yeah.
No.
No. Hiccup. Stop resisting.
No, I'm not resisting.
Look,
I'm not.
I'm on. You're gonna step out now. Okay? Give me your hands. Okay? Now
Bro.
Step out. Step out of the car. Everything.
I'm on Manchester.
Step out. Step out.
I'm at the mobile station.
Step out, sir.
I'm at the mobile station.
You need to step out. Step out.
Mobile, by the routes, by the Roger Rouse.
Step out.
No, don't hang on my phone.
Sir, stop resisting.
Don't hang on my phone.
Sir, don't worry about that. Stop resisting, sir. Step out.
I'm not resisting.
Okay, step out with my
I'm
partner.
not resisting.
Step out, sir.
I'm not resisting.
Step out. Step out of the vehicle.
Sir, please stop. Sir, please stop.
Get out.
Sir, please stop.
Get him out.
Sir, please stop.
Get out.
Sir, please stop. Okay,
I'm
going to get out.
Get out of the car.
So I watched part. If I watched like a few seconds of it. Family, please subscribe. And why I keep saying that, because I can't do this by myself. I'm going to post these videos. We're going to document these things. And we're going to show a pattern. A trend and a pattern. And the main thing that we're going to focus on is state of mind. When we consistently see black people being treated this way, specifically black men, what could he have done? Did he run a light? What could he have done? Whatever he did, traffic violation, does not warrant this energy. See, the energy is aggressive and demeaning by design. Because brothers, they want to beat you down. But I love you. I love you like I love air. And I want you to mentally prepare yourself. I want you to know that you're motherfucking great. And what is happening to you is no reflection on who you are. You are a black man. And I love you like I love air. This is what I'm here for. His mom on the phone. She was mad and she was frustrated. Like, where are you? Where? We don't deserve to be treated this way. And what we need is legislation, and we need protection. We need legal protection that when these videos come aboard, that it is going to be legislation in place to question the state of mind of this person. That we look at the evidence as to the nature of what is happening. He is being stopped. He is not aggressive. He is not behaving in a manner in which he is threatening or that he is a criminal. He said, sir, I went to a well-lit area, demonstrating his intellect and his intelligence. Why are you coming in my car? Instead of trying to forcefully evoke authority over this black man, this American citizen, what a normal and usual person would think, a normal, educated, a normal person, an average person would think, why don't you just say why you stopped him? Why don't you just say what it is? No, because it's an intention to make my brothers feel like they don't belong here. Like you in control of them, and you just like when they whipped the strongest and the biggest slave. And to the non-black people, if that's your mindset, let me tell you who I am. I'm very sympathetic. If that's your mindset, how you think about black men, if that's your mindset that you want to evoke your white privilege, my heart hurts for you because there's clearly something wrong with you. Strong, secure people aren't aggressive and demeaning and barbaric. Strong, self-assured, good people do not leverage their power over someone randomly to cause them emotional harm. So people, y'all who know me, y'all be like wondering why I act the way I do in certain spaces, because I like me. I like me a lot. I don't feel inferior to a motherfucker. Pardon me. I see what they do. I experience them same aggressions all the time. I told you the story about the lady. Or did I tell you about the lady in the store? I think I did. Sometimes I cut out stuff and forget that I leave it or not. I like me. Okay? So, I have never treated someone bad like that just because maybe, you know, like it's just not my nature. I'm a Cancer, and I'm just not like, if someone I may could have some type of authority over, like I had a business and I had interns. I never talked down to them. I never talked to them crazy. It's my belief that you get more flies with honey than you do vinegar. So I'm nice. I'm not going to sit here and try to demand you and strong arm you and do nothing. Why does that benefit me? People who behave that way have self-esteem issues. Understand? It's one of my brothers, he was like, I was telling about white men and why they act the way they do. He said, you sympathetic to them? And I was annoyed with him asking me if am I sympathetic. Like, why you, like, first of all, no, I'm not. I'm like, maybe, I say I want to say I'm not sympathetic. I'm aware. And I'm a critical thinker. So when people behave a certain way, I want to know, like, what's wrong with you? And so I've been this way my whole life. And to this guy, one of my good friends who I like so much, I was like, listen, this is why they behave this way. And he was like, well, you sympathetic? And I was annoyed with him by asking me if I was sympathetic, because him asking me am I sympathetic is, black man, I love you. Don't get mad at me, okay? But that is a sign that he feel inferior, that he feel insecure and concerned about what I feel about it, or if I'm sympathetic to these people. You're supposed to look at me and say, that's a good black girl who not only loves black people, but she loves people in general. She a good girl. Not question my loyalty to you. I fuck with you to the end. You want to see that? And the reason why I fuck with you, because our fate is linked. We are one and the same. And that's my outlook. And I have learned about who I am personally. Not how I always want to go to stories. But I learned that in a corporate job about like different personality types. I worked in corporate, so we did have different events where we would learn about stuff. And who I am, I feel connected to the world. I feel connected to everyone. Not everyone feels that way. But I'm the kind of person, I feel connected. So when I see this happen, I feel it. I feel like it as if it's happening to me. And what I come to realize as I got older is that I'm different. I'm an empath, so I feel things. And I'm sitting here watching this kid like, man, what you doing? And I just want to make it stop. I don't want it to continue. So it looks like it's going to be my lifelong journey. It's reliving black people. So when our grandkids and great-grandkids grow up, this shit is a thing of the past. And if you think that it can't happen, that is the nature of the condition. If you think, no, it can't happen, they in control, they it's always going to be this way. Let me tell you something. This is one of the things that I'm lacking, the one that I need to do more of. I'm studying the brain and the effects. I told you I'm sad and I'm suffering from depression. And because of my conscious mind, recognize that I don't recognize myself. I know it's not me. I know it's condition that I've been placed in that makes me think this way. That makes me not want to continue or go on or participate in shit. Well, I sit and I lay in that bed in the dark, just sad. Yes, me. I have to will myself to come here and sit here. That's because I can't continue to watch these things happening to black people and not participate. I can't. I won't. And family, I am begging you to have the same civil duty that I have. Come on, let's do this together. Like, I'm the kind of person that I don't like to do stuff for myself. I'm gonna let you know. I can do shit on my own, but I am very codependent and I like to do things together. I like to make it fun. Look, I'll be talking. I was in sales. I worked in corporate America and I had partners and my partners all loved me. We would go and do our deals and it was like, we had a conference. I worked for Wells Fargo. And they were all the partners was like, she's fun. Okay, she does the job. She has an eye on the prize. I get it done, but I'm like really very part of who I am. I'm very pleasure centered. So we'll do this, and it will be emotionally draining. But I have a tendency to try to make things fun because I'm real silly like that. So y'all come fuck with me. Let me see what we got next. You guys, I want you to see me texting my son, telling him 5 more minutes. I texted him 4 hours ago that I was going to do this, and I just have so much going on. So let me see what's next. Okay, I'm going to do one more.
They're always bothering somebody. Siempre jodiendo con Ángel, ¿verdad? Yeah. Fucking with a little ass kid. That's what you can see Yonkers cops. Yeah, I'm recording, of course. You're a little black kid. The hell you think I'm not? You know, you gotta record them. Next thing you see that little kid on the news. Stop your daughter.
You ready?
You go home before they fuck with you. Of course I'm gonna record you, you know? They do something stupid. You see how they left you alone because I'm recording?
Actually, guys, this is going to be a long one. I have one more after this. I just remember seeing this. So, while I sent myself this video of the last one, I'm going to talk to you about this. What am I going to say? As a child. And one of the things that I want to work on, family, I keep asking you that I need help. I need you to share my videos, subscribe, buy into what I'm trying to do. I know it's a lot of people and a lot of things going on in this country, and you have a life and all those things. But why I'm saying all this? Because I want to know who those cops were. And so it might take me a minute to get things done, but the one thing about me is I don't quit. I don't quit. Okay? So, you see how long I've been here? I'm not going to stop. It's going to be a time where people are going to be able to come to this channel, or I'm going to create, I have a website, and I'm trying to get these kids that do like web design and programming, like they create apps. It's so hard working with American kids. I go on Fiverr, and they're kind of better about, I shouldn't say that, but the truth. I want to say they're easier to work with, but it's a communication problem with them. And American kids like that do this, I try to be bad to you American kids. Y'all know, y'all be getting on my nerves. And what I'm trying to say is that what I'm going to do on my website, I'm going to create something like Yelp, where you can search people in government, people in certain industries, and see do they have a history of anti-black behavior. So talking about this kid right here, and you see that wasn't even a black person that was filming. He said, "You recording?" He was like, "You know I'm recording. You're a young black kid." And so this is demonstrating my position about the culture in this country, that America has broken their promise to black people. I'm not imagining this. This is not a one-off. This is not a thing where it happens sometimes or just coincidence. This is the culture of America. And America is a body of laws. And so many different people that are benefiting from the 14th Amendment that was created for newly enslaved black Americans. I want to know who those cops are. That looked like it was New York City. I'm asking you to share my videos, subscribe to my videos, make Reunite Sandy Speaks a thing in this country. Make it a cultural phenomenon where we are policing not only the police, America. I want to talk about that kid, but I've been talking too much. It's going to make me mad. So I'm going to add this one more video, okay? One more video.
Can I get out of here? Stop screaming. I live in a $3 million house. What am I, some black, kid on a bike who's in the wrong neighborhood? That's ridiculous. No, you're definitely treating me like a colored person. Yep.
On November 24th, 2022, officers pulled over a vehicle driving recklessly while approaching a heavily populated Thanksgiving event. The driver allegedly fled the scene of the stop at a high rate of speed before fleeing again at another intersection.
Stop her. Shut the car off, man. Shut the car off.
It's freaking Thanksgiving. I just got a divorce. My fucking daughter's not with me.
Can you step out the car, please?
What in the is this? I'm trying to get home.
Step out the car, please, man.
Yes, sir. What? No. No. What are you doing? Are you kidding me?
Can somebody come get your car for you?
No, I don't have anybody. Okay. You guys, please don't. I just got a divorce. I'm trying to move. Please don't do this. What are you doing? I'm just trying to go to the gas station. How come she's allowed out? Why are you letting her through and I can't get through?
You realize what you did, though?
I'm trying to get to my neighborhood. Seriously, guys. I just got a divorce from the most evil man ever. I'm moving in 2 days. I need to get off this island. Please. I'm sorry.
You could have killed one of these people running, you know that?
No, I did not.
You could have killed one.
Wasn't anywhere near them. They told me to beat the people over here.
I'll take care of the paperwork. Just, hang tight, okay?
They're arresting me for stupid run. Please let me out. Please let me out. I live in a $3 million house right down the street, and you won't let me out my neighborhood.
Let me get your pepper spray. Yep. If you do that, I'm gonna pepper spray you. You got me? I'm going to pepper spray you.
Dude, I live in a $3 million house down the street.
Just hear
Can
me
you
out.
write me up? Ashley! With 2 E's. Can I get out of here?
Stop screaming.
Can I stand up? I'm having an anxiety attack.
You're making a scene.
I am making a scene. This is my neighborhood. I'm a Snell Isle resident. I live in a $3 million house with these assholes. No, you did not.
Get back in the car now. Back in the car. Get back in the car.
Let me out.
Oh, God.
I'll watch some of that. And the main takeaway is what she said. She said, you're treating me like I'm a black kid in the wrong neighborhood. How are black kids on bikes treated? What is the wrong neighborhood? So that's her state. So what is her state of mind? This corroborates that in this country that black people are not treated equally. That in this country that black people are discriminated against. And let me just quickly tell you why I'm being emotional. Because she said she is going through a divorce. And I was married to a wealthy white man. She got half of her $3 million home. They stole mine. I've been homeless in this fucking hotel. So her being angry and upset and hurt and drunk and fucked up about being divorced. Let me laugh and say it to you. My white husband, he's an alcoholic and he's a drunk. That's how he responds to grief and sadness. I'm gonna have an occasional drink. I'm not a drunk. I might eat when I'm stressed out. Now, and I struggle with labeling any group in any specific way. I don't want to say this is what they act like and this is what they do. Meaning in terms of when they're suffering, that their attitude and behavior is entitled. But it is, from my experience. And I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to be honest. She said she was with a horrible individual. Eventually, in the next week or two, I'm going to talk about my story. I'm going to put it on here because I'm looking to have justice. She said I was married to a horrible individual. And I was married to an abusive alcoholic. And so what I'm trying to say is I know why she's angry. I know why she's upset. I know why she's hurt. I haven't been able to mourn my marriage because I've been dealing with anti-black fraud and corruption and the theft of my house, my money, my assets because I'm black. That's what I had to deal with as a black person. I never did that. Y'all gonna see. I'm gonna talk to y'all about it. But I am sympathetic because I see she's hurting. When you default to kicking black people, when you're hurt and you're sad, you deflect and talk crazy about black people. See, I'm asking you, pull the fuck up, because I got this. I got this. Everything happens in divine order, and I have purpose. I have purpose. I am sympathetic to this woman because she probably was in a marriage with a man who treated her bad. She's hurt. But why when you hurt, you want to kick black people? Is it because it's normal and usual to kick black people in America? Is that why you want to kick black people? And y'all crazy about us? What did we do to you? We're not the man who abused you, hurt you. But we are always the whipping boy. Family, are you following along? Are you getting this? The saga continues. The two Americas. She gets to do all this. But I bet you she was treated a lot more amicably in her divorce than I am. This isn't about me. This is about Reunite Sandy Speaks. This is about demonstrating that black people are not equal and free in this country. That America has broken their promise to black people under the 14th Amendment, and we need an update. Family, I'm building a black party. Put it right here. Can I get some help? Can somebody subscribe and message like, girl, how can I help you? What you want to do? I ain't too shy to beg. What that song? I ain't too shy to beg. I ain't too shy to beg. Am I saying it right? I will beg you because I love black people. And I don't want our children to experience this. I want this behavior and attitude to be a violation. I want us to be seen as a protective class, like instinct, like what is it? I always say it wrong. Like animals who are on an extinct list, and you have to treat them in a special way. And to non-black people, you think, well, why you get to get treated specially? We need to be treated special because we're black people. And in America, there is a conscious effort to malign us, to disparage us, and to oppress us. And as Americans, under the 14th Amendment, we are supposed to have life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And because it is this force in this country, it is a cultural norm to belittle, demean, and oppress us. We need protection. And I'm going to get us the protection. And I need your help. My son gonna kill me, y'all. I gotta wrap this up. I was gonna put in something nice and sweet at the end, but this has been too long, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up, family. On the 20th, and this is Reunite Sandy Speaks. Y'all come fuck with me.
They killing us for walking, killing us for jogging, kill us in our homes and fabricating and hiding. But we had Sandra Bland's and Trayvon Martin's. If when you kill us, your family was a target. If your children was orphans, when you had compassion and next time you approach us, yeah, we fed up, this is built up. Your city up in smoke, homeboy, we had enough. And I ain't enticing riots of violence, heighten the climate. I'm saying you smack me, I'm punching you in your iris. Retaliation is prescribed in both Bible and Quran. In the matters of the slang, see an eye for an eye, especially if the Justice Department do not comply.